Mysticraven. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. I'm here. I've got a little time in between my day. So I figured I might as well try to get a couple minutes stream in. If I can do that. I think I can. I think I can. Ran out of potions yesterday, so let's get this party started. Anyways, been a little busy, you know. I've been debating, I'm so on the fence about going back to Final Fantasy 14 just to play a little bit, but I've been kind of, my schedule has been a little, it hasn't been as regular as what I was typically accustomed to. So I'm debated. I really do want to play it, because I really like Final Fantasy 14 PvE. It gives me something to do, especially building up the classes and, you know, and getting into that. I like the raids too, so I'm kind of like, oh my gosh. And the funny thing is, it really, like, if you want to try to go for your best in slot, you can. But one thing I like about Final Fantasy 14, I don't necessarily need to. Like, you know, if you want, you know, the mounts and that's cool. But in the titles, but I really like the fact that you just, you know, you can play all your different jobs and enjoy the content, and if you get in, you get in and you get a good guild, and you know, it's not as hard pressed, you know, but you could still do the raids, you know, without, you know, doing the hardest mode. So it's kind of like, you know, do we want to or not, you know, do you have time? I kind of like that. The story is one of the best. The jobs, I love the jobs. I wish crafting was, you know, crafting's very good. I just wish it was a little bit better. Just a little bit. You know, a little bit. Not much. But I like that crafting has its own functionality in the game. And I really, 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 really love the graphics and the combat. For a turn-based game, it is addicting. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's very, very addicting. So let's see if I can get a queue. Okay. Yo, what's up, too, dude? You see Daybreak writing off debt? No, I did not see that. I imagine they are. I imagine, you know, they're but they're gonna keep. They're probably gonna maintain as much assets as possible. DC, they've already stated, you know, that DC is on their long-term thing, and the way they're working PlanetSide now, they're getting a what is it? The Battle Royale for PlanetSide 2. It's going to be a separate entity, which I don't know. I mean, I like PlanetSide 2, but unfortunately, here's the thing that kills Daybreak games. Daybreak has a Game Pass that's available on PC, but not on consoles. Broke up into 3 companies. Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah. That was announced a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I did see that. But, if they could have literally offered the Game Pass, right, to the consoles, they would actually do really well. Because they have DCUO and PlanetSide on consoles. Now, they don't have EverQuest, and I agree with that. But they could have done a bundle pack between PlanetSide 2 and DCUO, you know, for like a couple dollars cheaper. And literally, like, players would have jumped on that. They could have done that. They should do it, to be honest with you. That would give them a benefit. You know, I've always done the Game Pass on my PC because when SOE had it, like, I did a lot of stuff for SOE. So, only on PlayStation. What do you mean? There's no PlanetSide on Xbox? I thought PlanetSide released for Xbox. You sure about that? You might be. I mean, you're on an Xbox, but I'll have to look that up. I thought they were announcing it and they thought they were releasing it. You might be right, but I thought they announced that about a year ago and they released it. So you might be right. Well, it says there's ways around it with, you know, the OS, but right. The Arena's coming to Xbox One. So Arena will be on all platforms and crossplay. But yeah, you're right. Man, that sucks. They should have that. Yo, A-Bomb, what's up, dude? Yep, you're right. I thought they said they announced it. I thought they had. But the Arena will be. How you doing, A-Bomb? Trying to get a queue, but whatever. Thought I'd just come on for a quick bout. I was like, you know, I had a couple things to do today. And my week will be a little busy. I've got like a lot of things I got to attend to. And unfortunate but true. Whatever. And then, you know, like I said, my schedule is just not what I really anticipated it, you know. Like I said, I want to get on Final Fantasy 14. You know, just to do it, but I got to remember to take advantage of that that Oblivion. Tomorrow, don't forget to stream the new dungeons. I don't have ESO Plus. I'm not covering any of the new content because it's pointless. Like, that's the thing. Like, I cannot support ZeniMax Online Studio and any future content unless it's worth comparing to gear that's been placed on the meta players for the last 2 years. That's where I draw the line. That's kind of where, you know, I'm kind of like, look, man, I want to. I want to, but I can't. Not until. I'm never going to. That's something I can't do. So good for PvP and one on par with Reliqueen, right? Those new sets though, so good for PvP and one on par with Reliqueen now. But if it's on par, you know, I mean, that's one thing, you know, whatever. But is it a, you know, I don't know. Is it perfected? If it's perfected, you know, that's another thing. If it's a perfected set, I just don't feel like it. There's no point in doing a dungeon if that's a trial set. That's what I'm saying. Like, why am I doing trial? Why am I doing dungeons? I want to do dungeons again for purpose. You know, that's what I want. I want it back to where I could build a build and come up with something very unique, and you know, it gives personality to a person's capability of what they're trying to do. Yeah, but is it a perfected set? The one that's on par. The one that's on par. Is it a trial? Is it a new trial set? You know, that's what I'm saying. Are you on the PS4 Pro or standard, bro? I didn't get the PS4 Pro because we got the PS5 around the corner. I'm going to get the PS5. You know, when Pro came out, I was debated about it. I was debated. I was. But then I was like, I mean, you already knew the new gen was coming out. I just didn't know. And I'm like, I'm sitting here like debated, like huge, because I have an Xbox. We have 2 PlayStations here. We have 3 Xboxes. We have 3 PCs. So in my house. So we're a big gaming family. We utilize our consoles for a lot of things. Consoles are very, 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 very good. We use it for media, all different sorts of media devices and everything. And then, of course, my PCs, you know, I work on my PC and then I play on my PC. So. Damn, bro, sounds lit. Graphics are really good. Yeah, the graphics on here, the graphics are really good. This is just standard. The graphics, I mean, honestly, I would say... I think the graphics on the game is good. Black Desert graphics are better, in my opinion, though. I mean, you think these graphics are good. Black Desert graphics are insanely lit. And the Berserker set is going to be best for stamina PvP. I think it looks good. I looked at it. I think it's going to be a good set, depending on what you pair it with, you know, obviously. I think it'll be good. I just don't think... But, you know, I mean, can you... Yeah, I mean, it's still like... you're still going to need, like... take consideration of your penetration and shit. But it's a good looking set for sure. I just don't feel like there's anything worthy. I do not, and I am not fluffing ZeniMax Online Studios shit until they get shit under control. I'm not fluffing them. I'm not. I refuse. I refuse to fluff them. The game's good as a casual game right now. Hardcore players are having a hard time because why? Oh, well, we've just been sitting on the same gear for 2 years. No new skill lines coming out. You know, we'll just sit on this bullshit. Don't worry about doing dungeons anymore because the gear's shit. It's like, what the fuck, man? This is why you don't put linear in an open-ended game. Don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. They should have told those meta players to suck their big fat friggin' whatevers. Man, it was so stupid. I thought I had the bar swap in. Still ain't getting a Q. Bill, why does Elder Scrolls Online make you so angry? It's a video game. It doesn't make me angry. Like, you guys nobody's seen me really angry. You know, I'm just saying I'm not, like, nobody really has seen me. There's only been a very few people who I can't say that either. There's only been, it's hard to get me angry, real angry. You know, but honestly, the game frustrates me. I will say that. Not angry, more frustration. The reason being because it's shit. It's in a shit state right now. It's in a shit state. The improvement's getting better, but the content isn't. The content's lacking. Yesterday I was saying, like, I've been playing MMOs for 20 years, and elsewhere, dragon fights are god awful. It's actually so sad. Like, I remember I played Rift. I played EverQuest as well, EQ1 and 2. I also played World of Warcraft for years, and I played a lot of games with dragons. And the elsewhere dragon fights that I've watched on multiple occasions are the worst I've seen in 15 years. Mechanically. Like Skyrim dragon fights were better than Elder Scroll Online dragon fights. And that, you know, that's a statement within itself. The game's you know, it's just getting there's parts where you're starting to get a little aggravated. You're starting to get a little bit more like, come on, man. You know, if you're going to raise the bar, raise the bar. You said you were going to bring out dragons, and even without there being no reason to do the content, because there's no incentive, you will literally put out the worst dragon fights in years? Like, really? Wow. Okay. It's god awful. Final Fantasy 14, like, I would, you know, it was really good. Crucia and Rift was one of my favorite dragon fights ever. I mean, it's like, I was like, oh my god. So amazing. This is such an epic fight. Well, that was great. I don't know if I know anybody. Stop! Oh my god. Of course they went down.
Scales of Satakal.
You do not go down when they're farming your base, you dipshits. Using mole pots, kids. Seems like a pre-made. My team's draw. I'm number one for my team. Oh boy. What are they? Oh my god. Oh, well, I figured it. Ugh. How much you want to bet? They're all fucking 8-10s over here. Thank God tomorrow's the... Well, not all of them. I'm not gonna let that green have me, that's for sure. Got 2 of them on me. Yep. That got his friends killed. His team. Don't chase. You don't chase, man. Don't do it. Behind you, you dorks. Just fucking get the easy kills, man. Kidding me? We're gonna lose. Still number one for my team. God dang. Boy, these guys. They're terrible. God, they're awful. Ugh. They're just getting mowed. Good job, green team, though. Once again, staying together, doing your shit right. What the fuck? Can I weave? Hell, I scored more than any of the Storm Lords. Even scored higher than this dude. Drew went in and he cleaned house. They stayed together, though. So, and that pulls out a dub. Okay, I think I got time for one more. Okay, I get it, but like, you voiced your opinions already. Either stop playing the game or stop complaining. Hell no. Hell no. That is your opinion. If you don't want to hear me complain, leave. I call it out as I see it. I call things how I see it. I complain about a lot of games. There's a lot of things I complain about in each game. Why? There's room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. There's a lot of things I like about this game. I like the combat. I like the graphics. I love the lore. There's a lot of things. So you won't complain. You won't say anything when I praise the game, but you'll say something when I complain. Guess what, dude? Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up, Jack. You know, a lot of people, all they want to hear is praise with no constructive feedback, right? And here's the thing. I'm a critic. I'm the harshest critic. You ask a company. When they ask me to test for them, they do it very leery. But they do it. They'll be like, we should bring Mystic on. No, let's not. I know, but we should bring him on. That's their contemplation. Trust you and me. They hesitate before asking, but they do. And when they do, I'm like, you guys know what you're getting. And they're like, we know. And I'm like, I'm just telling you guys. I'm not kissing your fucking asses. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'll tell you what, why don't you write Matt Fire and ask him what I told him about Warhammer. Ask him. Ask him. I'm sure he can recant that. I'm like, this game's gonna fucking just bomb. You're really pessimistic. No, I'm not. It sucks. What, can you play Warhammer online? Well, don't worry. I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. Don't fucking question me, Bill. You fucking don't question me. Been doing this a lot longer for a lot bigger people than you ever be. Fucking go ask fucking John from SOE. That motherfucker still, me and him got into it. I am not a nice person. I am not. I say what the fuck's gonna happen in this industry. Trust you and me. I called the shit with Microsoft, did I not, Dave? Did I not call that shit with the Microsoft and the crossplay? That they were going to bring in Final Fantasy 14 sooner or later. Did I not call that ahead of time? About the cross, and I'm not giving out my sources. I'll trust you and me in that. I knew the crossplay shit was coming. I also know what's going on with the other couple things. But you know what? I'll talk about shit. I'm just saying, man. No. You got me twisted, dude. You got me twisted. Yeah, Bill, it doesn't matter. I'm repeating my points because they're significant. Like, people are going to ask, why aren't you playing the new content? Why should I play the new content? What's in the new content to play? What? You tell me, Bill. Tell me why I would buy elsewhere other than Necro. Why? Why? Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll let you, besides the Necro, right? Why would you get it? Why? Anything? I'm waiting. I'll let you tell me. You be a promoter for the game. Sell me. Sell me this pen. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters, isn't it? What you can sell. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. You can have the prettiest looking game in the world. You can have the smoothest running game in the world. Can you sell it? Can you sell it? Because if you can't sell it, you ain't shit. I've seen games that run shittier than some, and boy, they sold a shitload of copies. I bought into Tabula Rasa because it had Richard Garrison. And I was like, I didn't care. I loved the game, but was it unfinished? Oh yeah, totally. But I bought that collector's edition. I didn't even want the collector's edition, but I still bought that bitch because I wanted to support one of my favorite people in the industry of all time. And I bought it. I tried to promote that to my friends, and we all played it. A lot of us did. We loved it. There was a lot of really cool elements to that game. That was a first. Unfortunately, the game didn't pan out. You know, there were a lot of problems, man. And I'm not going in there with NCSoft, you know, or whatever happened. You know, I have nothing but I'm on good terms with NCSoft, despite a lot of things. Like when they shut down City of Heroes, I hated it. What they did when they were shutting down games, I hated it. But I've done stuff with NCSoft in the past, and I can't sit there and just be like, I had to stay neutral in a lot of ways. So I'll say that, you know, I didn't agree with a lot of decisions that were made and especially when it came to Richard and he was gone during that time, there's a lot of like things, but I bought into it, and it wasn't even a final project. It wasn't completed. So I support a lot of games, man. And the only reason I love this game. I love it graphically. I think it's beautiful. I think the performances increase significantly. There's a lot of things that goes into this game. If you want to play, I've even said if you want to play it as a casual game, you can be played as a standalone game. This game has a lot of pros to it. But unfortunately, what's lacking? What needs improved? These are questions that should be raised. The complaint should be present because you want people to rebuttal you. You want people to actually argue the point. Because if they can't argue the point, then it stands to reason. If it cannot be rebutted, this is the state of. You want to challenge the state of the game to do what? Promote it. You want to promote something because you're passionate about it. You believe in the potential of its market, the marketability behind it. I want Elder Scrolls to succeed. I don't want it to fail. It's one of my favorite games. To this date, out of all the games I played, this is probably my third favorite game ever. Ever. It's probably my third favorite game of all times. Was second at one time, but not anymore. But everybody has their own list. Everybody has their own preference. I think the game's good. I think there's a lot of pros to it. Unfortunately, I'm not even in the queue. Well, I don't have time anymore anyways. But I just think the game has struggled. It will continue to struggle until they, address these issues. You know what? Elsewhere did drop the ball in comparison to Somerset. No one's going to deny that. Not even from ZeniMax. And I actually anticipate their newest one to do at least 20, if not 30% less in volume than that of Elsewhere. I will say that. I will sit here and tell you, their new chapter will do 20 to 30% less volume than Elsewhere did. Because they're missing key points. Here's the thing. You separate business from development. Right? You have to. And at the end of the day, the development is not pushing the features that players are wanting to see. So the business end's going to just be like, you know what? We don't care. We need to make money so you can keep your job. Because if we ain't making it, we can't spend it. And it's sad. I want this game to do good. I'm not doing it out of hate. I'm doing it out of appraisal. I'm appraising the situation and saying, you know what? I enjoy this product. I want it to succeed. So please, listen. Listen. Don't take it personal. Don't get butthurt over it. You know, it's always the old saying. It ain't personal, it's business. This is business. At the end of the day, ZeniMax is starting to suffer. Little by little, more and more. And it's just like you have to cut, you have to separate, feelings from the business element. and say, you know what, at the end of the day, we got to do something. We've got to promote something in this. We've got to have players playing these DLCs. We've got to have players buying these chapters. We've got to promote this, and we need players to want to believe that it's worth getting. But as it stands, it's not. As it stands, it's not. And that's what makes it a little, unfortunate for me. That's why I cry. I'm like, no. So, do you want this game to succeed, Bill? Because if you want to be a white knight, then fine. Give it praise. That ain't going to bring in the numbers. It's not going to keep the players. And it's not going to pay the bills. By sucking its cock. No, Bill, it's not. Criticizing it and saying what needs to happen and that to occur will give players, an appreciation for what the game's trying to accomplish. And give incentive for players to purchase more things in the game. So at the end of the day, what do you want, Bill? Do you want a failed game or do you want a successful game? Because I'll tell you, I've talked to some of the top people in the industry before. I've had arguments with top people in the industry, and I don't give a shit. I never have. I don't care what their status is. I'm going to tell it how it is. They can like it or lump it. I don't give a fuck. I have a pretty good track record, though, and I'm proud of that.
Oh God, there's a criminal on the loose.
So, what's going to happen? So, anyways, man, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully, we'll see some changes in the next few months. Hopefully, ZeniMax recants a lot of things. They've got a lot to chew on. The performance is good. We'll see tomorrow how it looks. But hopefully, yeah, I'm a hopeful person. The game's great. I'd tell anybody this: you want to play casually, get it. It's worth it every day of the week. All right. Once again, I'm gone. I'm Mysticraven. This is Mystics MMOs. As always, thank you. Have a nice day.